Hey guys, thanks for joining me again on Grunt Gobble and Gills Outdoors. It's been a while since we got to put an episode out, but out here working on some baits. Been doing a lot of fishing this summer. God's really blessed us with some big fish. Chris Davenport caught a 50. Caught a couple other really big fish this year, so if anybody's been following us on the Facebook page, you've probably seen that. We're just going to jump right into the show this week, not going to waste any time. We're going to hop in the boat with Nathan Stevens and Brandon Buckner on some footage from last fall as they got out on the river, had to change some tactics around a little bit, but ended up getting on a really hot bite, and it really paid off. They had a great day. So let's hop in the boat with Nathan and Brandon and catch some fish today.
Fish there. Fish? Huh? It's not a fish, is it? Oh! I got a fish. Yeah. Oh my God, he's a big one. Oh, he's barely hooked, Brandon. You ready? You ready? Just be patient. That's look pretty good. Woo! Trolling!
Alright, is it cracking?
Yeah. I was actually bringing it around the bend there, just reeling it up where you were hung, and he slammed it. It's upper 30s.
Yeah.
I thought he was bigger than that when I first saw the flash.
Roll, yeah.
Thank you, Jerry! My GoPro when you pulled the net over. Woo! Here's Trey Mead. You can take the boat. Now he's out. Don't matter.
You got him squeezed?
Yep.
36, through on the nose.
Man, that was a great first fish for Nathan and Brandon. Just wanted to take a quick second, talk about what they're doing, a little bit of a tactic change there. They got out on the water, started casting a lot, and weren't moving any fish. There were several other boats on the water that day that were musky fishing, and they weren't moving any fish at all. So they've had success trolling in that area before, so they decided to put on some different baits and do some trolling that day, and you know, it paid off. They didn't troll for very long, and bam, they caught a fish. Crazy how it happened with Brandon getting hung up and then Nathan retrieving his bait and catching it, but you know, that happens sometimes trolling. Sometimes you just have to throw different baits at them and sometimes it works. Sometimes you got to switch your tactic totally. Instead of casting and go to trolling. And they're trolling a Magnum gill crank by Jerry Myers, one of our good friends here in West Virginia that makes baits. We've had awesome success on Jerry's baits, trolling and casting them. They catch fish, there's no doubt about it. So let's hop back in the boat with Nathan and Brandon and see if they can get number 2.
That's a new spot to add to the list then, huh? I think it's a fish. Yeah, it's a fish. Oh my, oh my. Yeah. Boy, he's big. He's big as I think he is based on what I saw on the tail. He's gonna come up here. Just take your time with him. No idea how good he's hooked. Oh, that's a nice one. He's out. Yes, sir. Oop, oop. Just be careful. Yeah, I think so. Here, let's put this in here. It's going to be probably close to 42, I think. Got that scar right on the cheek. Why do they do this? Gotta make things difficult. Yeah, I think so. Oh, good night, that's a heavy fish. What you got? 43 and a quarter. Yep. Hang on. Good. That spot on his cheek. Look how thick that thing is. Did you see it screaming the line off?
Oh, yeah, when I seen your rod go back, I knew it was a fish. That double big mouth was open.
As soon as it stopped enough, I think ASOS catch it too. Woo! Yes.
Well, what a way to cap a day off like that, you know, catch a big, healthy, fat fish. That's one of Nathan's better fish that he's ever caught. And, you know, just goes to show you in this episode that tactic change will work and it will catch fish. You know, if your casting bite's not working, or if your tactic that you're doing is not working, you may need to change it up, and it may pay off big for you like it did for them that day. You know, in the fall and the winter time, I like to change things up and throw these slower, you know, big rubbers like this Hellbender or a Bulldog or something, throw a glider. You know, I prefer to cast. We all do. You know, you all prefer to catch those muskies on the cast or on the figure 8 or something. It's much more fun that way. But that being said, you also got to know when the cast isn't working, and you got to know when to change your tactic to put fish in the boat. You know, it's one thing to see a bunch of fish and see follows and everything, but you got to put fish in the boat at the end of the day, and that's what those guys did. You know, as I watched this show and as I prepared this show, I prayed about what the Lord would want me to tell everybody watching, and the Lord gave me a word to share with everybody. It comes out of John 21:6. This is Jesus Christ talking to the disciples. They're out in the sea in a boat, and the Lord Jesus Christ walks up to the shoreline, and he sees them out there, and he sees that they're all tired and everything, and he hollers out there at them, and it says, and he said, talking about Jesus, "Cast the net on the right side of the boat, and you will find some." So they cast, and now they were not able to draw it in because of the multitude of fish. So that's Jesus telling the disciples that they needed to change their tactic. They'd been putting their nets out on the left side of the boat all day, no luck. And you know, Jesus Christ comes, tells them, put your net on the right side of the boat. Put their net on the right side, and they can't even draw their nets in because of the multitude of fish that they had caught. You know, this speaks to me, saying that us as people, or us as Christians, we have to watch about getting in a rut. You have to watch about the way that you go about your day. You have to watch about the way that you witness to people. You have to watch the way that you worship. You cannot continue to do the same thing over and over if it's not working, if it's not effective. So you have to be able to adapt. Just like Nathan and Brandon did this day when they caught these fish, they had to adapt to the situation. They did, and they put 2 nice fish in the boat. You know, us as Christians, we have to watch getting in a rut with our worship. You know, you need to maybe change up your worship a little bit sometimes. Maybe you need to throw your hands up if you're not used to throwing your hands. Maybe you need to shout a little bit. Throw the devil off guard. You know, keep him on his heels, because he knows when you're getting in a rut, and he likes it when you're getting in a rut. Also the same if you're witnessing to people. You may not be able to reach this person the same way that you can reach this person over here. So you have to be able to adapt, and you have to be able to talk to him, and you have to be able to talk to this guy and relate to both of them. But they may not bite on the same bait, so you may have to be able to adapt. So I thought that was a great word that the Lord had given me as I was putting this show together, and I wanted to share it with everybody because I felt that it was very fitting. So as we close this show out, I pray that you guys have enjoyed it. Pray that you know, you'll take this word to heart, and that you'll think about your life and think about, you know, how you can adapt and how you can change maybe your worship, or maybe the way that you're living, or maybe the way that you are talking to people or treating people. Adapt to the situation, and let's push and fish in the boat. So thanks for joining us, guys. God bless y'all. We appreciate everybody that watches and tunes in, and hope you guys have a blessed year.